Hello, Faelan Shiva here, broadcasting for the Everyday Priestess channel. And I'm bringing to you the astrology forecast and a little tarot. For tomorrow is the Pisces New Moon. So I'm covering 2 weeks today from Pisces New Moon until Virgo Full Moon, March 13th, I believe. So we are in this really liminal space between Pisces and Aries, and not just because of the sun's travel through the sky, apparent travel. It is Pisces season, but we have half of the planets and the North Node are in the sign of Pisces right now. We have the moon in Pisces, not quite yet, but tomorrow. And so tomorrow we'll have sun, Moon, Saturn, Neptune, Mercury, and the North Node. That's a lot of Pisces energy. And then we'll move into this shift where one by one planets will start hitting 0 degrees Aries, including some big slow planets. So it isn't only the usual Pisces season, Pisces new moon about to spring into freshness, Aries. There's a huge amount of celestial energy at this burgeoning point. And Pisces is very confusing because you're not supposed to use your brain about it. It's not a brain time. Extra hard because Mercury is in Pisces right now, and Mercury is a brain planet, communication and thinking and math and language and all of these really brainy type things. It can feel really confusing, especially with the global events. It's 2025, February, today is the 25th, 26th. And there's a lot of illusion. Neptune in Pisces, Mercury in Pisces, there's a lot of illusion. Saturn in Pisces, there's this feeling like we just can't get control. Like, Sun in Pisces, it's like, I can feel the light coming. I can feel the warmth coming, but it's just not ready yet. Mercury in Pisces, you know what? Let's just dream about it. Let's just dream about it. And the moon in Pisces, let's just feel about it. So the magic here, the medicine of this time, is to go really deep into yourself and feel and dream and intuit. Write down your dreams, sit at your meditation cushion and open yourself to the vast possibilities, because Pisces is like a pregnant womb. It's the waters of the womb that is cradling the thing to be, and the thing to be is not formed yet. But in just a moment, that creation will be born into Aries, and it will not only be fully formed, maybe not mature, but formed. It will be like, let's go. I am here. I've got a body. I'm alive. Let's go. Let's get it done. I'm so excited. I have so much energy. Like, all the plants are springing forth. All the flowers are springing forth, and I want to spring forth. So before that happens, we have Venus in Aries now. We have Mercury coming into Aries. March 14th. We have the sun into Aries, March 20th. Then we have Neptune in Aries. That takes like 165 years to happen. Neptune in Aries. Then at the end of May, we have Saturn hitting Aries. So this isn't just the usual pre-spring into spring. This is on a collective soul level. We're really being invited to let go of confusion. And I know that sounds really easy, but it is not, right? Especially when we feel like so many choices are being made for us right now. And it's really hard. There's so much misinformation out there. It's really hard to tell what the truth is, and a lot of fear mongering. We've got Saturn in Pisces as well. So our imaginations are running wild with worst case scenarios. And that's not to say that there's not worst case scenarios playing out, but there's also a sense of our imagination what are the right words? Pushed over the edge toward darkness. So to let go of confusion, how do we do that? How do we do that when the world seems so crazy? And how do we do that when half the planets are in Pisces? Meditate. That's how. Get quiet. That's how. Channeling. This channel is called the Everyday Priestess channel. And so if you're watching this, probably you have some inclination towards magical arts, oracular arts, divination arts. So when I say channeling, you can use your tarot cards, of course. You can use astrology, of course. But I mean something that's a little bit more creative with your hands or your voice. Something very Piscean. So get quiet, meditate, whatever it is that you do to get quiet. Maybe you go out to nature and you sit by a source of water. Maybe you go out into your garden. It's a little early for that, but maybe you have a garden that's ready to go, or just preparing your garden, and start to hum. Start to hum, and then let that turn into a sound that feels true. Let that turn into words if that feels right. Or you can draw. You can write. Just start writing. Don't try to make sense. Try to let go and just create with your voice or your art. And let the answers come forward, because what we need to access is our deep, deep knowing, our deep subconscious, our deep feeling of that thing that is connected to the cosmos. And in order to do that, we have to turn our brains off. So that's how to move through the confusion of this time and rest into the magic of this time. Anything is possible. What if you open yourself to the possibilities? Now, here's the danger. If your mind is full of fear and stress and anxiety, which is easy to do right now, then anything is possible. You open yourself to the possibilities of what? Right? So for me, in a personal practice, I've really been using anything is possible. And I'm really speaking and singing and making art about what I want to bring forth. Yeah. So I had more of an astrological forecast prepared for you, but I always do a little meditation before I make a video and just ask that whatever is really important for me to say gets said. There's a call coming through, but they'll have to wait. And that feels what's really important to me right now. So we have Pisces New Moon tomorrow. And if you follow me on socials or you're on my email list, you can go to roseofvenus.com and enter your email to be on my email list. I send out a new moon and full moon tarot spread every single time. And it's based on the whole wheel of the sky at that time of the moon. So the questions that I felt were accurate for this new moon that is for me right now tomorrow. For when you're watching this, it was February 27th at 4:44 p.m. Where am I avoiding an aspect of life that needs to be addressed? Where can I bring more creative flow into my life? And my favorite question, the ultimate Pisces question. What is my true dream that wants to be birthed this spring? because once it's born, it's going to be running around like a toddler, getting into trouble and messing around and finding out, you know? So a couple of the other points that I do want to bring up, because my next video for you will be in 2 weeks, the day before the Virgo full moon lunar eclipse, which we'll do a whole eclipse session next time. So we do have Venus turning retrograde on March 1st at 10 degrees Aries. So wherever 10 degrees Aries is in your chart, and if you need help to find out, just let me know. I'll send you a link. But you can pretty much Google birth chart online. You can find it for free. I use the tropical zodiac because the tropical zodiac is tied to the spine of the earth. So wherever 10 degrees Aries is in your chart, this is this point where Venus is going to begin her descent into the underworld of transformation. So this is a place in your life where you're going to be asked to reevaluate, to review, to recharge, to renew your relationships and how you create harmony in the world, the places that you find comfort. And then, let's see dates here. I have them written down so I wouldn't get distracted. Then on March 14th, which is technically next video's territory, but Mercury goes retrograde almost at the exact same point, 9 degrees Aries. So we have 2 personal planets. They're very close to us in the heavens. They're between us and the sun. They're very much to do with the details of our daily life. We feel and experience them and the changes that they go through. So the fact that they're both turning retrograde at almost the same degree in the sky within weeks of each other, that's going to be a very potent point. And then they are conjunct together in the sky at 8 Aries, which is close enough. This little tiny gap that's all around 9 degrees Aries. That's on March 11th. And then we're getting into future territory, but on March 29th, we have a new moon solar eclipse at 9 degrees Aries. So this 9 degree Aries point, also 8 and 10, but they're touching, is going to be so activated in your chart. I really recommend that you find your chart and just look where it is. What house does it fall into? In order to get the house, you will have to know your birth time. Otherwise, you can see what relationship it is into other planets. But communication, relationships, and opening new doors for new projects is going to be really emphasized at this particular point for the whole month of March. So I want you to take a step back and remember what I said about this Pisces time. How important it is that we let go of confusion as best we can. And we feel deeply, deeply, what do we want to create? What dream in us wants to be sung? And really get clear about that in your mind. And maybe you can't know all the details. Maybe you can't make a strategy or a business plan about it. But you can maybe make the sound of it just a tone. Ah. Maybe you can draw a picture about it. Maybe you can just write down some key words about it. You only need the seed. So that then when Ultra Aries year starts, you know what that seed is that you want to water. And you aren't watering the wrong things. You can ride that Aries dragon with intention. So this is my deep desire for you, is to find the truest dream. You'll see I'm doing this a lot because I've been doing a lot of work with sacred sound and really discovering how the way that we bring forth what we truly desire to create is through our voices. So I really want this for you to come forward because the world is an absolute shit show right now. Absolute shit show. And freaking out and drinking it away or video gaming it away or just falling into despair, sticking our head in the sand, none of that is going to help us. But really tapping into our hearts and our soul and this creative womb space of ours and our divine purpose, really connecting to that, which is so available right now with half the sky in Pisces. It's really available. Getting that and then moving from there. That's how to move forward. Okay. Let's pull a card. This video is a little longer than I meant. That's okay. Let's pull a card about what message we need to hear about this transitional time from feeling deeply into giving birth to it. Let's see what it is. One card. The Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is about right work and right relationships. So this is about having a really clear vision, having a good blueprint, and then collaborating with the people that you need to help you make it happen. And this card is it's a Saturn and a Mars card. So on the Tree of Life, this is about Saturn. This is about a great work. And in the Deacon system, this is Mars and Capricorn, which still has a Saturn vibe to it. And that's about really digging in to the great work. Not digging into things you don't really want, but things that you really want to work for. A mission that you respect. A mission that you feel great about. A mission that when you finish, you're going to feel like, look at what I did. It's amazing. So also the message here is it takes work and it probably takes teamwork. This is not something you're going to accomplish on your own. So do reach out for help. Get clear about what your vision is. Find the people who can help you. Venus retrograde is a really good time to take a step back and look at your relationships. Who's helping you make the life that you want to make? Put energy there. Okay. I will see you in 2 weeks. I'm Faelan Shiva. My website is roseofvenus.com, and I'll talk to you soon.